Yo, salute. How everybody doing today? Thanks for tuning in to Kross TV Network. You know already, Kross with a K. Thanks for everybody subscribing. Thanks for everybody that's tuned in. Hit them likes, hit them subscribes. I see y'all comments and everything. Everybody was waiting for the conversation to come across. J Perez, be popping. D Breezy, what's up? NHB, Dribs, what's up? How y'all all doing today? I saw y'all was up here waiting early. So Face 17147 was good. Low Plug, what's going on? What y'all feel about him testifying? How y'all feel about that? J Will, what's up, brother? Showtime 800 West SB. Salute. Max Block. Nigga 6ix9ine giving information that wasn't even asked. He's a coward. Right, I fuck with you, Fly. No doubt. I appreciate that, J Prez. Monty Heads, I hear you, bitch move, no doubt. Javante Dixon was popping, G. He's a rap bastard. All right, let me get into it, right? Basically, man, you know, I had covered the story based on my feelings about the whole Tekashi situation when they first got locked up. If I ain't mistaken, that had to be my first or second tape on YouTube. And I expressed how I was out, you know, how I was disappointed with Shooti and Mel murdered them. Why was I disappointed with them? Just to be brief, right? I was disappointed with them because a guy like Tekashi, you know, you constantly seen him on different platforms, always have a bunch of money, always giving it out. It was also revealed that Shooti and them allegedly was supposed to have been sleeping with his baby mother. Allegedly supposed to have been involved in his kidnapping, and allegedly was stealing money from him per show, you know, taking a lot of money per show. And I said to myself, like, I wish I was involved in that situation, or I wish I was in, you know, because I would have managed the whole situation better. How I would have managed it better and what I would do better. First of all, you know what I'm saying, I'd have taught him real morals and principles. Second of all, we would have been getting straight to that bag. We wouldn't have had time to do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? They was too many. They had too many time. Too many. They was trying to prove themselves too much. You know what I'm saying? And I spoke about in that film. I also spoke about, like, why would I steal 100,000, 150,000, 250,000 from this guy when he's gonna give it to me tomorrow? All these fans and everything, whatever. Why would you have to mess with his baby mama and stuff like that? Why would y'all have to kidnap him and everything like that? You know, and then the fact that, you know, y'all claiming to be homie and everything. At the time, Nicki wasn't even homie. Cardi is. And then you're trolling and you're trolling Cardi's situation because of your song with Nicki. But at the end of the day, y'all supposed to all be blood. So I was just disgusted with that. And then dealing with Mel murder, you know, Mel murder, I was surprised that he was involved with that, because my thing is this. That's right, Javante Dixon, all money ain't good money. See, with Mel murder, he been around real money, you know what I'm saying? He been around Jim and Bird Gang when they was at their peak. Man, that Dipset mania was real. That was crazy. And they also had a lot to do with, you know, the New York or the East Coast embracing the damn old culture. You know what I'm saying? But so Mel murder was a part of that. So Mel murder seen real money. And Mel Murder's not no punk or no bird or nothing, you know what I'm saying? He was up north putting it in and everything like that. So with that being said, I don't understand why would he allow this individual to claim or force claim when y'all is extorting him. I don't get it. What happened to just doing what y'all doing, but you don't have to water down your culture, your gang, and how you're viewed and everything just because you want to. It's obviously that, he was doing anything to be down with y'all, to be accepted, whatever. So, he ain't even had to be fake claiming and y'all doing this to him, because what y'all doing is making us look bad. Because at the end of the day, if he's claiming that he be homie and he just tough guy, and you over here over in LA beefing with YG on his turf, and y'all doing this and y'all doing that, or whatever the case may be, then why embrace him? Y'all could have just left him the way he was. You understand what I'm saying? I heard Mel Murder never been up north. Well, true is that or not? Niggas could have let him be blood. They just needed to leave him out of the street. Yeah, don't paint the picture, because a lot of times what Tekashi was doing, he was starting, they was starting a lot of things. He was saying a lot of stuff. And then the people that was behind him was finishing it. That's what was going on. He made me look at our city funny from that. That's a fact, Fly Kid. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So because of those factors, I stayed away from that whole situation that you have people constantly calling, saying Shooti snitching, this person doing this person doing that. Everybody got something to say. So I kind of like stayed away from it. You know what I mean? Well, let's talk about now. So Tekashi 6ix9ine takes the stand, which is not surprising because everybody knew that he was forewarned that that was going to happen, right? So let's look at what was going on prior to him being arrested. Because remind you, the day before he was going to be arrested, the feds contacted him and told him that it was a plot against his head because Mel Murder and Shotti was text messaging each other. Because Shotti and them was text messaging each other. Oh man, what's up with my live? What's up with my live, yo? What's up with my live? Where my live at? Come on, where my live at? This is crazy, man.
From the producers of the hit.
I'm trying to get back to my live, man. I don't know
Best friend. Child's play.
what you say. Oh, hello?
Oh, hello?
All right, here I go. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened, how I lost y'all. I'm right here still. I don't know what's going on, why it sound like this or whatever. But I just want to keep it like this so I don't lose y'all no more. Hold on, let me try to do one more thing and see if I can get back on. Hold up, 1 second. All right. So I don't remember where I left off at, but I will say this, right? So let's think about what happened. Prior to him getting arrested. We already know from the Breakfast Club that the feds had ran down on him and let him know that it was a plot against his life, on Huh? Do y'all hear the noise that I hear? Let me know because I can fix it before I can keep on with this live. All right, everybody's saying, yeah, give me a second. Let me try to fix this. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Don't go nowhere. That's crazy, man. It's messing up my whole joint. Messing up my whole shit. Okay. All right, we back? Okay. All right, we back? Something the boss. Salute to you. Turn your volume down on your echo. I appreciate that, man. I really don't know how to do this. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry for this, man. I really want to get back into this. I'm sorry for this, man. Definitely sorry for this, man. How this happened? I don't know how this happened. I don't. Is it my phone? It ain't my phone. My phone is not in front. My phone is not in sync with it. I don't know where that noise. How to stop that noise? I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second. I'm so sorry about that, y'all, man. All right, let me go back off this thing. Try to find it. Man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, yo. There we go. All right, we back, y'all. We back. Yeah, pardon me, man. Super the boss. We've been hearing it, and it is terrible. Turn down the mic, yo. Super the boss, yo. I apologize to y'all. I definitely apologize. We back. Everybody good? It's your phone and your speakers, your computer. That's the okay. YG 100 niggas is bitch made anyway. Okay, so he basically so Tekashi he basically was letting people he was letting everybody know that okay you know I'm not dealing with this person no more. This person fired. This person is fired. That person is fired. This person was stealing from me. This person got me kidnapped. This person trying to do X, Y, Z or whatever. So now what the feds revealed is that the day he got locked up, he started turning state's evidence. To some people, that might be a surprise. To me, that wasn't really a surprise. It wasn't a surprise because number one, he's really not no street dude. Number two, he just got out the house. Three, he feels that or knows that they have something to do, that he has something to do with that, right? So in his mind, he's saying like, from the outside looking in his mind, he's looking at it as, why should I be loyal to these dudes? Why should I stick by the code with these dudes? Why should I do this? Why should I do that? when these dudes didn't stay firm with me, these dudes wasn't honorable towards me, these dudes wasn't this dude wasn't that. So why should I? You know what? Fuck these dudes. Let me do this and let me do that. Now, first of all, I disagree with everything. Now, because I am a street dude. So the last thing I would have did was gave up state's evidence, especially given the fact that a lot of the beefs and the issues and everything like that, it was about you. Dudes was coming at you. So whatever slime things they was doing in the background, they did that to hold you down. You sitting here talking about you was feeding them, which obviously you was, but dudes wasn't making you beefing, making you say all that other stuff about them dudes anyway, where they had to, you know what? And in that first interview, in that first video I made, I said about Casanova, I'm like, yo, and I was hurt because I know Casanova not really that well, but we was locked up together. He know how I give it up, and I know how he give it up. So when he made a song with Tekashi, it kind of hurt me because I'm like, yo, man, he's one of me. He's like me, man. What is he doing? You know what? That was one of the smartest things Casanova could have ever did, man. And I take my hat off to him, and I say that because look at the circumstances. Now it's been revealed that they wasn't even thinking about Tekashi. They was more focused on Casanova because they knew that he was because they knew that he was he was about that life. He just did a lot of time, look at his track record or whatever. So Casanova played it smart and played it cuss and deaded the situation to get the feds off him, because at the end of the day, Casanova always say how people were so stupid to get in this industry and have all that bread just to throw it away and go back to jail. You understand what I'm saying? So he protected his bag and did what he did. And now look, who's really the smart one? Even though Tekashi was bigger than Casanova at that time, look what Casanova is at right now. He just had a big song with that song with going to Africa with the brothers in Africa, and everything. And he got that Soul Brooklyn challenge right now that got everything on fire. You know what I'm saying? So Casanova played that right, and I gotta tip my hat off to him. He played that right. At first, I didn't see what he was seeing because I was looking at it from a streets perspective, from a idiotic perspective. And when you get in that type of money and you in that space like that, and being around Jay and them, I see they molding Casanova, man. They molding them right, man. You know what I mean? But getting back on Tekashi, y'all so busy trying to prove, and look what that proving got y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shooti, I looked at it. They said his net worth might be about $3 million, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And but just could imagine the money that they lost. Not only just paying for their trial and everything, just from being in prison. Period. You know what I mean? Everybody thought he was trying to dick ride. He was just keeping the enemy close. Yo, Wade LeBron, word of mother, man. That's what Casanova do. He was keeping them close, and he was keeping his family and everything safe. Whatever was happening behind the scenes, or if anything was, you know what I'm saying? He did it the smart way, because he's the one's out here and he's the one winning. He got the biggest challenge right now. That Soul Brooklyn song is on fire. That other song he just did is fire. You know what I mean? Son is, shut crazy. Yo, Mel, Big Mel, I'm glad you brought the topic up. I'm from back in New York. I lived in Long Beach and early. I didn't really read the whole thing he was saying. You know what I mean? But that was a real good chess move on Casanova's behalf. Whereas I see YG, he really more want to just, go ass son or whatever. But I wasn't really surprised at that because, looking at it from his regard, why should I stand firm or be cool or protect those that beat me up, that kidnapped me, that was sleeping with my baby mother, that was robbing me for my money, and that was doing this, that, and the other. So from that perspective, I'm like, okay. Did you catch the live with Jack Frost? Now, I didn't catch the live with Jack Frost. I was going to do it, man, but I was just running around and stuff like that. So I wasn't in a space where I was comfortable enough to be able to sit back and watch it live. So my question to y'all now is, when he comes out and whenever he comes out, Do y'all think that his music career will continue to prosper? Where's going to stay at the momentum that it was? Is it going to go down, or is it going to even be bigger? What do y'all think? Did you watch the Cole Red interview? Nah, I didn't watch. I just seen it. Bro. Yeah, no. Scheme team, bro. Hell no. Oh, so scheme, you don't scheme team, you don't think he is gonna blow back up, whatever. Y'all gotta remember, according to statistics and demographics, right? We know that females are the number one consumers of music. I don't really know now with the digital age, but from the last time I had this discussion with somebody, and I did my research. Females is the number one people that buy music. Number one. Number two is Caucasians buy a lot of the music. Everybody else pretty much stream or do everything, but they the ones who purchase the physical, you know, albums and everything like that, right? Now think about what I said. Think about the people I said and the race of people I said. No disrespect to any races or nothing like that, because that's not what this is about. And I'm not disrespecting nobody. Shout out to all Caucasian. But my point of saying that is a lot of them is not street people and they're not gangbangers. A lot of these people, it may be law-abiding citizens, and a lot of people may have a lot of money invested, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. So think about it. If he continued to put music, would people embrace his music? Let's think about it. Think about how many other rappers or entertainers that's in the industry that are rumored to have told or to be snitches or have snitched and been around people and that was still popping. Right? All right, we do have a hideous. I don't know how long Tekashi is going to be gone, but a lot of people say it's hard to come back and be popping and make an album that's of after 3 years, about 3 years hideous. It's hard to come back and sell what you was selling and do what you was doing. So he has that working against him, right? He has that working against him. He has the fact that females and Caucasians is the number one consumers. So a lot of them is law-abiding citizens. A lot of females now they're winning. You know, they all in the banks. They bar women. They, however they getting their bread, they getting their bread, man. And a lot of women now is more independent now than I have ever seen, and that's no disrespect. And I'm not playing gender here. That's actually a big up. It's actually me giving props. Yeah, a lot of people didn't believe he was street, but see me, I was looking at it as, my whole thing with that is why have this dude claim if you're gonna claim, you know what I'm saying, let him do it in a way where that's not gonna look us bad, make nobody look bad, because whether I got connections or ties to him or not, everybody is looking at, people that represent that or looking at the city as a whole. They're not looking at him as an individual. And the more people that act like him, the more suspect is going to make the city and and where we come from look. If you were, 6, the chat 51 likes. Those we have not hit the like people do send out notifications. We are live. That's right. Whoever sitting out, whoever did hit that like, hit them subscribe, man. Let people know that we definitely live and we talking about it. He should fuck the fuck off. It was he should do. Nobody want to hear him talking in the video. That's another topic that I want to hit. That's the third topic that I want to discuss in regards to the third aspect of how I want to discuss in regards to those that feel whether or not he's gonna prosper and keep continuing on his music, he's going to be successful. One is the things that look at the people who consume it and they're not street people, so they don't really maybe not even care that he told. That's for one. Two, what about the 3-year hideous that he has, right? And three, what about people that look for bars or look for truth in lyrics? And you can't sit here and talk about, I'm gonna shoot this person, you told and you did this and blah, blah, blah. You can't you can't talk none of that tough talk no more, do none of it, because it's not even believable no more. So maybe them females and the people that's the top consumers of music, who knows? Maybe they will not embrace you. But that's definitely something. That's definitely something to look into. I done seen comments from a few rappers like Jeezy, who at once upon a time I was a big fan of. He said that Tekashi's a marketing genius. All right, Jeezy's a street dude. He's saying this dude is a marketing genius. So, from a musician rapper standpoint, from a rapper standpoint, or from a business aspect, Jeezy think the whole case and everything is genius because for whatever reason why he that had me when I read that I wasn't really surprised, but I was like, okay, because at the end of the day, yeah, they hung him home. Didn't 6ix9ine have a rape charge? 6ix9ine was at one time, if I'm mistaken, was messing with somebody that was underage, but I believe that he was underage also. But it wasn't a rape where he physically, forced the female to have any type of sex with him or nothing like that. It wasn't like that, But again, it's always about impressions. You know what I mean? What do people tell? What do street people tell their kids? Or what do people that live this life would ever tell their kids or the youth? That people that's crushed by 6ix9ine, actions, that believed in him and that are hurt by him. What about those people? You know what I'm saying? What do we tell them? This reminds me. This reminds me of something, right? Not to get off topic or nothing like that, right? But Linda German finally caught my lie. Finally, salute. But not to get off track, right? This is one of the things I'm actually in contact with OG Mac's son. The last time I was in contact with OG Mac when he was home, that boy was he was a little baby, and I happen to get in contact with him now, and I be wondering, what goes through his head, following everything that his family, he is a rapist, about what goes on his mind and how he feel, about the good or the bad, that comes from his father's legacy. You know what I mean? Those are deep situations. So now, are 6ix9ine fans wrong? The ones that's law-abiding citizens or what have you, are they wrong for continuing to support their hero? Because remember, a fan is just short of the word fanatic. Fans do a lot of things for the people who they're fans of. You know what I'm saying? Yankees and Boston fans fight all the time. A couple of them, even I think was seriously injured. You know what I mean? James Hall, salute. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate you, brother. Always on my lives and everything. Definitely got to give you the utmost respect and salutations. I appreciate you. Thank you for the energy. Thank you for the positive energy and all that, man. Somebody said, Mel Kross, do you think the gang culture fucked up the real New York culture? Let me say this, right? We all know that there's been gangs here before Bloods and Crips and everything. It's just a different style in a different way. Like, we wasn't banging. Well, I kind of say we was at one time banging colors because Zulu Nation had their beads on. Everybody had beads on, and they beads represented something. These beads are blessing. It's for protection. You know what I'm saying? So this don't have nothing to do with a gang or nothing like that. This is just a spiritual thing. Santeria, and I had to, I asked for protection and everything like that. But you had gangs that I think what it is now that a lot of gangs, posses, crews, they didn't have no reason for existing outside of this is my block, this is my neighborhood, and this is going on in my neighborhood, or this is Zulu Nation, or this is one. outside of Zulu Nation, nobody really never had a reason for existing. The way gangs are now is not a traditional New York style way of banging, but gangs always been here. You know what I'm saying? That's right. You had the Jamaicans. That's another thing. You had it, and I'm gonna definitely discuss on that one of my topics about the Jamaicans coming over here, especially on 183rd in the Bronx and all that. In my hood, you know, they came over here. Decepts was ruthless. Yeah, he got Shooti and them all because Triple Red had a gang behind him. You know what? That's something to think about. Maybe he did do that. He had to, but you got to think about it. Everybody had their crews. You know, even when hip hop, Jay-Z had Rockefeller. Puff had Bad Boy. Wu Tang. D Block. Rough Rider. Everybody. It was all about clicks and everything. So I see him, taking notes off that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Plus, when you running around, when you making these money and all that, you can't be running around doing this stuff by yourself and everything anyway. You know what I mean? You most definitely have to have people in your corner, man, and hold you down and be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Triple Red had now wannabe celebrities should have learned from Gotti. Yeah, man. It's sad. I really wish I could talk to Shotti or interview Shotti and see what's his views on a lot of things, man. Because I know he got a lot of things he want to say, and I know he may have a lot of regrets. Growing up in the streets, man. We see things that other people do, and when we see what people do, it could have a lasting effect on us. Like for example, see how when me, Killer Kev, CK, and everybody was up on Flip's podium and everything. Everybody talking about their 166 and Andrews. You already know the family, University, Umar, Burnside. That's right, the dark side. You already know. But yeah, definitely, Mel Kross. Did you know Kenny Black? Yeah, Kenny Black's my little bro. He locked up right now. Kenny Black locked up right now and everything. You know what I mean? Kenny Black locked up right now. I'm losing my train of thought right now. I forgot why I just left off at. But yeah, I really want to know what Shotti has because I know he has some type of I wonder if he could turn back the hand of time. Would he? I want to know, do he have regrets? Why was he taking the money? Hold on one second. Why was he taking money? Why was he taking money? Because at the end of the day, again, he was giving it to you. The Bloods and the Crips was like New York could not make our own game stronger instead of adopting West Coast culture that decent low like 18, etc. Why would you steal from this dude? Why did you do the things you do? And then it's like, and remember, I made a tape about why kids shouldn't be a part of gangs. Well, these is one of the things why. Some of us choose streets and everything. Of course, I'm cool with GKB. Shot the motherfucker to the G Shines. Gangsta Limelight. When he was going to give it to you. So now the whole situation, the whole gang thing was a fluke. That was never a gang. He was feeding y'all whatever the case be, and in turn, y'all shot things up, whatever. Now look, you shooting up for him, and in turn for the money. But then what's up? Yeah, it's working good. I got it off. Thank you. And so now he has 15 years. I don't know if he's facing anything else or whatever. You and 6ix9ine ain't talking no more. And then when you come home, then what? You're going to talk about life after 6ix9ine. You're going to make videos about the same things that I'm making and other people making now about it and get money about it, whatever the case may be. Do you think every gang needs to now worry about being investigated now that 6ix9ine seem to be? Well, gangs members and gangs in general should be feared about being investigated because, first of all, I love my country. I love the United States of America, man. You know what I mean? I love this country, man. Despite the human atrocities and how this country was built, or some of the many foul stuff that's still going on within the government and all that, man, I still rather be here. You know what I mean? And on this land, this is a melting pot of the world. So on this land right here in the United States, the government declared gang members or gangsters. They look at us as domestic terrorists. So you have the same equipment. They look at you or me or whoever as they look at Saddam Hussein. You know what I'm saying? And people like that, they're gonna look at you like that. So regardless to whether 6ix9ine did it, 6ix9ine, Bobby Shmurda, Rod Diggs, and all these people, that was the backlash or the aftermath on how they're making their statements. They're making their statements. It's funny though, because throughout this whole case, right? This is funny. This is real funny. I hope this, I get y'all this one. You know what I mean? But out of everything that was going on with this case, Mel Kross, John Rambo? John Rambo is my big brother. I'm in contact with John Rambo. It's an official 183rd legend. You know what I'm saying? That's my big brother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to John Rambo. I can get him anytime. Just if he want to do an interview, I could do an interview with him, whatever. If he ain't gonna do it with anybody, he'll do it with me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know John Rambo real well. That's family right there. What was I saying? Facts, real right. They all in violation. Mel Kross, how do you feel about these little rappers like Wayne, Guppy, T-Red, and others that claim blood but ain't put no work in, only doing it for fashion? How do I feel about that? Well, I feel like a lot of the bloods, that's rappers, I do feel that they really need to continue their ties with their gangs. Like whatever gang they are with or whatever, I believe that they need to check in and they need to check in with them and so they can rep it right and learn what this thing really is about. Um because you have people, man, that are walking around crippled, that are no longer here, that might be in prison for the rest of their lives, that rep these gangs, and then people out of nowhere come and represent and rep these gangs, just like how a lot of LA, OGs or little homies or OG gangsters period from LA, some of them might feel that way about New York. You know what I'm saying? I made that clear on one of my tapes that on one aspect is I'm a realist. You know what I mean? Before they knew why we started, or even though some may still know why we started over here, they still may not embrace us as being, real right in their eyes because they didn't want that bless us. But you also have those that do embrace us wholeheartedly and they understand the situation. Me, I look at it as, I was okay with representing something that wasn't from over here because the simple fact is that we put it on. We put it on. We put it on hard. We put it on hard. You know what I'm saying? And in that moment, you know, in our minds, we think about George Jackson, the Attica riots, you know, how the Attica riots extended from what happened in George Jackson all the way more than 3,000 miles away in the camaraderie, you know. So when OG Mac introduced blood, you know, we just embraced it. If he would have been Crip, we would have embraced whatever he was. He was the charismatic one that was able to throw it out. You know what I mean? So therefore, you know, whatever he would have been, and that's what, you know, dealing with the circumstances, then that's what we'd have been. You know what I mean? So, but I feel out of respect, it was only right that I holler at, you know, the West Coast homies to get a better understanding of certain things, and plus just to be all on one page at the same time. They're not my enemies. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, I would have one probably felt the other way, the same way until I got to know the individuals that is repping it. See, that's why for me it's very important. It's very important that I represent myself and carry myself with a certain level of respect. You know what I'm saying, and everything like that, because I'm far from an idiot. I'm not a buffoon. I am educated. Funny thing is, he probably did more for the homies behind the wall than most dudes talking about him. I know he can't get away with the snitch tag, but who do you really blame for the downfall? Who I blame for the downfall? Richard Ortiz. Thank you. I appreciate that. So Mac had to be intelligent to pull that off. Yes, Mac was very intelligent. He was very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? He's a very inspirational brother. Like I said, it took somebody with certain level of intelligence and charisma, you know, in order to draw people in, you know. Besides, if you defend a snitch, you probably with that bitch. If you defend a snitch, I don't know what who they talking to. Charging Nerva, who is that towards? You know, as the one OG. Yeah, I know OG Hollywood. Shout out to OG Hollywood. Is blood organized like the Kings? Yeah, is it the case? New York can feel the same way about hip hop because we started hip hop. And you know what, Johnny Brown? That's a very good, very solid. That was you was very on point with that, because how we feel about everybody feel about how we took blood and we took Crip over here in New York, but how everybody right now their main factor to eating is hip hop, something that was started in New York. Good point. Good point. Good point. And you had a lot of homies figuring like, or a lot of people like, yeah, you know, this is not hip hop, this is that, and this is that. And I have to tell people like, you know, everybody is unique in their own way, man. This is their style. This is what they're bringing to the table, man. And music is just going to continue to evolve. It's not going. We can't think of say that yo, it should stay right here because then you stagnate in the growth of what could be. You know what I'm saying? Country started. We started country and we started rock. But we the people that's least involved in it right now. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I know Jokey Black. I would just say if you look at my on my IG, my Instagram, you will see Jokey Black is in one of my things. Not to play a rap, all that other shit. I mean, he ratted, he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? Kross, you spitting facts like a big homie. Yo, Michael Chavez, thank you. I hope I said your name right. Hope I said your name, Kross teaching, because that's what it's about. Mel Kross, each one teach many. That's a fact. Yeah, that's what it's really about, man. When you think of this about this blood thing, you know, and this is why I said that I stood away from this whole Tekashi case and everything, because I didn't want to keep highlighting the atrocities that was going on, the lies, the betrayals, and everything that was going on. I didn't want to exploit that in the forefront because they representing my city. They representing what I'm representing or supposed to be representing what I'm representing. You know what I'm saying? Keys. I agree. Shotty said himself, 6ix9ine, to make money. We all can see 6ix9ine was not gang fame having experience. He should have known not to mix. Yeah, you shouldn't have mixed him. You should have just left him. You ain't really have to use the game thing on him. You could have just let him be who he was. You know what I'm saying? Yo, salute. Yeah, man. I appreciate all the love. I can't read everybody at one time. You know what I mean? Trying to I salute New York for starting hip hop, but out here in Philly, we started gangster rap. But if it wasn't for New York, none of us would have this outlet to express ourselves. R. Dot the General, you're 100% right. Because a lot of people was under the misconception that gangster rap was started by NWA in the West Coast, and it really wasn't. Because Steady B, if I ain't mistaken, he's an old school rapper from Philadelphia, Philly. Shout out to Philly. And I think he was robbed a bank and ended up killing one of the officers, and he's been on death row. He's been locked up ever since. But he's the one that's credited for starting gangster rap. So what the brother said, R. Dot the General, yes, y'all did start a gangster rap. That's right. And if it wasn't for New York people, starting a rap thing, whatever, we probably still, you know, probably wouldn't have as much millionaires as now, or another little outlet move. But then again, who knows? You know what I mean? But shout out to Philly, shout out to New York, man. Shout out to all cities in the United States. Shout out to everywhere, everybody that come from that. Schoolie D, I stand to be corrected. Ish 102 with Schoolie D. You right. I stand to be corrected. Study D and Cool C. Correct, correct. Hip hop world. Right, 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 right. Mob style. What you saying about mob style? Coogee rap is the good. Well, who started? Well, you could, and somebody could throw that in there. But who was first? Was Steady before Cool G? Because you can make that argument that Cool G Rap was one of the pioneers that started gangster rap, because all he talked about was the mob and getting money and doing this and doing kidnappings and stuff like that. So Cool G Rap definitely been talking about that. He's definitely been talking about that. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a pioneer. He's definitely a pioneer. So let me ask you a question. How y'all feel about um um what y'all think is going through Shotty's mind? Do y'all think that he's kicking himself in the ass? Do y'all think that he would still continue to do that? Do you think he would do things different? Okay, Schoolie D did come first. Okay, yeah, so then it goes to Philly. Fact, Coogee Rap first in New York. All right, Coogee Rap the first in New York. All right, cool. I appreciate your lives or videos when you share from your heart and your mind. Felisa Cortez. Yeah, thank you, man. Everything's come from my mom. Shotty, Mr. Bitcoin, Shotty kicking himself. Yeah, shout out to New Bird, spreading knowledge in my low and UGF, no doubt, man. Salute. So how do y'all feel? Do y'all think Tekashi need to be worried about his family's safety? What y'all think about that? See, this is the first time I spoke about, really went into depth about certain things, man, because this thing definitely been bothering me for a while. And I seen like he had a lot of potential, man. He was just a good kid. And like I always say, good kid, people, we are impressionable, man. So we're gonna impress and do things to impress the, people and everything. And then depending on the type of individual that we embrace, man, look what can happen, man. Sometimes it's not good to have certain type of individuals around you, man, especially if you're trying to change your life around, man. Man, I was sitting here telling my girl, like, yo, he clearly don't love his mom and shit, shaking my yeah, man, because you could never underestimate or know what's in the minds of these people, man. You got your moms out here, you got your baby mom, you got your child out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just sad, man. That this is a sad. I think everybody loses. I don't think that is a. It's just sad, man. I just hope that everybody else that's tuning in or that's sitting here watching and are aware of the things that's going on, man. I hope y'all don't. Those that's trying to get in the game, I hope y'all don't follow the same footsteps. I really hope that y'all don't handle, y'all don't follow the same footsteps and end up like this, man. You can't enjoy that money and everything behind that wall. To think about it, how much them lawyers cost just to put in a motion. Sometimes just to write a letter and submit it is about $5,000 alone. All the money you losing in surcharges, all the money you losing with that, you know what I'm saying? Lawyer coming back to court, the money you losing from not working. I mean, like Bobby Smurder, and he don't have a lot of his or was on a level as Tekashi had got, but them boys is hurting, man. You know what I'm saying? The kids. D Keys. Who you talking about, brother? Why y'all blocking, G? I don't know what you're talking about. Seth Low. Ain't nobody built for prison. Prison is slavery, period. I like all dot the general, man, because a lot of things you saying is you right, because prison, was the new way of slavery. Because remember, prison itself, it was never really for us. We wasn't citizens. We wasn't looked at as citizens. We didn't have no rights. You know what I'm saying? That's why we was just getting lynched, murdered, and hung and stuff like that. Not to desensitize and everything. I don't want to really go into the Mr. Bitcoin. Yeah, I know Eli. I know Eli. Or if you was 6ix9ine ex producer, how would you handle his hot career? If I was his executive producer, amen, 420, do a video on how that lifestyle came to New York City. That's a good topic. Shout out to Amen 420, man. His question is do a video. I mean, his statement is do a video on how that hat lifestyle came to New York City. I'll consider that. Amen 420. I definitely consider that, beloved. That's a good topic. That's something that that's something that's a good topic right there. If I was his executive producer, how would I handle that? That's tough because for one, I'm a street guy. For two, he was acting like a street guy. And when it all boiled down to it, he gave up. He flipped, he turned himself, even though they wasn't honorable, they violated him. Would I would want to continue to make millions? Absolutely. But would I be able to keep supporting him? I wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to put my I wouldn't be able to put myself with him. I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to do that. I think I'd have just walked away from the situation. Me being me, Casanova 2 times took one look at 6ix9ine and was like, "Man, I'm not entertaining this fraud." You know what? Sneaky Feet 6. That's a great point, also because I'm gonna give you an example. You a stand-up individual, right? You don't believe. Yes, he gained a follower today. You be dropping. No, dear, no doubt. You're all Dr. General, no doubt, beloved. You know what I'm saying? Release the Cortez, no doubt. Facts. Yeah, Casanova. Yeah, let's say I'm in, all right, when I was incarcerated, remember I always made things about everybody's not my enemy. Even if I have a disagreement with somebody, that disagreement is not going to make that automatically certify this individual as an enemy of mine. Um, I have a wife, I have children. That's my lifestyle. So when I was in prison, I didn't indulge in men on men activities and nothing like that. But let's say I'm in a yard, I'm Mel Kross, I'm putting in like I always been putting in crazy, right? Or crazy, whatever. But every time I'm going to war with people that live the men on men lifestyle. So real people is gonna look at that like, why every time Mel turn around, he's beefing with these type of individuals? In a lot of people eyes, that's not gonna look honorable because they're gonna wonder what is the beef about from the beginning. Y'all don't have nothing in common. Y'all live two different lifestyles. So you be over here and they be over here. Why? How would y'all keep? How would y'all, how was y'all gonna how y'all paths keep crossing when y'all have nothing in common? Hyenas don't rock with lions. They don't hang around lions. They fight each other, they fight each other for food and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But imagine how, you know what I mean? Like that just don't rock like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Our Dr. General Herb. It's 102. I saw camouflage. Easy could tell that kid was weak. Yeah, he was weak, man. I think Tekashi just got out the house. He wanted to be accepted and be down. Cause remember, I also spoke about that. You know what I'm saying? To a lot of people, man, gangs is like a surrogate, a surrogate parent, man. Probably come from a single parent household, probably ain't got no brothers and sisters or nothing like that. Or whatever. Yeah, they violate the set for a bag, man. Loyalty is a lifestyle, man. It's not just a word to me, it's a lifestyle, man. And when it comes to loyalty, man, you know, you cherish each other more than anything else, man. As long as we got each other, we can always get it bad, we can always do this, man, but we never supposed to cross each other. Yeah, but like I said, Takashi just to me, I just believe he just came out the house, seen the click, wanted to be accepted, wanted to be liked, you know. Listen, I'm willing to pay y'all. Let me be down. And then he ended up blowing up. I don't even think he thought he was going to blow up like that. He always felt he had the potential. Everybody feel they nice, even from the wackest person, they think they're nice. But there's another thing when you believe that you're nice and you're throwing yourself out there. He took a big risk with his look and everything, and it worked for him. But I know as far as the streets is concerned, people's not really going to embrace him. So now what you're going to do? You're going to be a rock star? You can't say he's homie no more. You can't do none of that. The police eating the crazy thing, and this would be killing me. Dudes be crazy super tough until they get in the police. Because I remember them telling him before they warned him, stop saying Treyway. And what he was doing, fuck it, I'm fucking Treyway. I'm this, I'm that. Ah, da, 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 da. Now you don't want to hold water? Sucker, man. You jumping on Cardi and all that. It was something like, he's a little young kid that was misguided, man. I know all of us could relate how we was used before. I know some of us could wish that we could take things back. That you can't. He could never come back from that. What he just did, though, he could never come back from that. Everybody's talking about him. Yeah, everybody's talking about him, man. I guess that's why Jeezy said he's a hot topic. I mean, let's think about it though. Controversy do sell though. People said that his kidnapping maybe has something, they was doing that to promote an album. Remember, Jim Jones made a song called Frenemies. Cameron exposed the fact that, they was getting a little warm, Dipset. People wasn't talking about Dip too much. Coco Bean Salute. Thank you for your always your undying support and dedication. Thank you. According to Cam, Jim wanted to make a fake beat before he could drop his next album out, whatever. Cam felt some type of way about that because he like, yo, I'm out here in Miami taking care of my mother. My mother's on her deathbed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You worrying about the industry and all that, and they fell out behind that for real. But it was all some made up belief. Marion Hayward say he gonna make that Tekashi gonna make up a song on why he snitched. 50 came in the game on controversy, how to rob. He talked about everybody in the industry. At that time, the term clout chasing wasn't active or wasn't being utilized. You know what I'm saying? Fifth, another one that used controversy, but the fact that the boy is a genius, he can put songs together with them hooks and everything, he won at it. Some people say Uncle Murder is cloud chasing, how he be doing the roundabouts at the end of the year that he took from skills and made it better by public opinion. That's controversy, but that's something that everybody could look for Uncle Murder for, if not nothing else, because he do got good music. He do put out good music. You know what I'm saying? So controversy sells. So people talking about him. People talk about him for views. That's just like new platforms when they come up, when they about to come out. They'll put people in tapes, and you don't be surprised if somebody use some of this video to make a tape and to speak on what I'm speaking of. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Kenneth Singles in 2260 University Avenue, 183rd Street. What up? Yeah, no doubt. Salute. Not too far from the church with the big bell and all that. 50 was about to give him the lawyer, man. I guess 50 seen something in it, was trying to stop it and try to help them out, man. But what it is, man. But there's a lot of people in the industry that's rats or the told, and Kross did not hit Ty. Nah, he didn't. He didn't. He didn't hit Ty. Nah, he didn't. Shout out to Patterson, New Jersey. P. Abel, Yo. Ty Carter. It didn't matter who found him or who introduced him to what they was supposed to ride the wave. That's right. That's right. That's right. Definitely. He told 24 hours in, homie. I think he did exactly what we had been told. First time. Said it wasn't his first time he told that fact. Money don't make you real, shaking my head. Stop letting rich pussies in the real nigga circle. Who said that? Nigga circle. Who made that statement? That was deep right there. Somebody was like, it don't matter or nothing like that, man. Stop money. Oh yeah, that's right. All money ain't good money, man. Just because the people got money, people letting them in the circles, a certain circle they ain't supposed to be along, man. Dudes don't know how to, if you want to just take the bread or do a come up, man. There's ways of going about doing it, man. But y'all gotta stop letting people being around your circle and thinking he lit just because he got money. I know people that won't talk to nobody that's beneath or they consider beneath them. You gotta have over 10,000 Instagram followers. You gotta dress a certain way and all that for them to even acknowledge you or to deal with you. I know people that's like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, he named Magoo and everything. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad as he said, even though he named Magoo and Frank White and them and everything, man. I know those brothers personally. Those are my brothers, especially Frank White from another mother. Magoo is actually from around my neighborhood over there in 183rd, the Bronx, Crescent and all that, man. I want to say, like, Frank White and Magoo is in the feds right now. Both of them was on their way to come home soon. Frank White more than so Magoo. And the situation that happened in North Carolina, in the North Carolina penitentiary, cost them to get 20 more years, but now in Fed time. So when they finish New York and everything, they gotta go in the feds. And the judge had ordered King Could love you too, bro. You know what I'm saying? The judge had ordered or recommended that Magoo be put in MDX. That's the max, the super max federal prison that's in Colorado. underground, no human contact. The federal judge requested that Magoo be placed in there. Yeah, ADX, right. They requested he be in there. Muscle Mark. I don't think Tekashi killed off anything because a lot of people that was representing the same thing. Come here if you want to come in, representing the same thing. A lot of them did not embrace him. So, what he do don't make nobody else, shit. Just because he got paint on his face with a big nose and big lips, I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? So, he didn't kill or make everybody look bad. He the one who's gonna have to look in the mirror and face himself at the end of the day. They let a German destroy the set. I don't think it was him. He didn't do it per se. They did it themselves. They did it to themselves because they knew what they had. They are street dudes. They was older. They was more street smart and so forth and everything like that. They fumbled the bag. If they would have been doing what they destroyed, right? If they would have just been real about their situation and handle their business like straight G's was supposed to and everything, this would have never have happened. A lot of things would never have happened. And out of everybody, the person that's really sitting back laughing is Casanova. Everybody doubted him, including me, because like I said, I questioned that. And look, man, look. Kross, why Mac was intimidated by Triple OG Tom Kross. For one, Tom Kross is a gangster. Tom Kross is a straight up murderer from around my way, number one. They had some little personal issues for whatever the reason was, and within that came out that Mac was making allegations that Tom had killed his brother, and therefore pressed the button on him. You know what I'm saying? Because don't worry, I'm gonna do something about Tom Kross. I'm in contact with Tom Kross, and everything like that, man. I'm gonna do an article on him, and I'm gonna do an article on, and I'm gonna do something on him and something on Ron Do, Bowen brothers. I got some things sparking up coming. You know what I mean? You right. They can't blame anyone. Yeah, I can't blame Tekashi and say it's all Tekashi fault because it's not. He was the youngin'. They supposed to have groomed this dude and made him into a G. They supposed to have groomed him right. Instead, they used him. That's why I said in my video about why I feel that kids shouldn't join gangs. And I was talking about how, people use you until they can't use you no more. You know what I'm saying? You could have put on for this person. You could do a bid with this person. You know what I'm saying? You get locked up for this person, not tell this person. You could do all that. And while you in jail, your man could be on land, you know what I'm saying, having sex with your girl, trying to bag your girl. You know what I mean? Slide you out the way so they can get to your girl, so they can get in that house. They get in that in your bed and do all that stuff because they're out of jealousy or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? So, and now look, Shooti and him, he's gonna look at it as this clown, I should have just did this or I should have just did that. But then, that's if he's not taking responsibility for his actions because Malik, what's up with her song? And people keep saying her song Campbell. What's up with this dude? What's going on with him now? Looking good, y'all. We 1 hour, 10 minutes in, and we have actively right now 285 people currently watching, and thus far is at 129 likes. If you haven't subscribed or hit them likes now, please do. Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. Everybody is here, so they're engaged, so they must be liking the topic at hand. And I appreciate y'all for staying tuned in. As long as y'all still here and everything, I'll rock with y'all. You know what I mean? I got something to handle later on though, so I can't be here forever. But definitely want to be here with everybody that support me. I send my love, y'all. Now we at 290. Thank you. Let me look at some of these questions and answer some questions. He smacked the next YouTuber. Oh, her song smacked another YouTuber. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. Shotti knew that he too was robbing money and not sending or taking care of OG. That's true. That's who his song was fighting his media. Okay. Like the Stream Brothers. 6ix9ine said, "Your Mel was the food father. Was he under Snow Billy?" Oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. I'm glad y'all said. I'm glad that a certain name was mentioned, man, because that's where I lost. Because remember, before I lost my train of thought, that's why I lost my train of thought at. Throughout this whole case, right? Throughout everybody talking about Shotti, throughout everything, right? Nobody other than Whole Billy, aka Snow Billy, right? But Whole Silly, excuse me, is the only one that implemented itself in the case. I never heard Tekashi say nothing about him. I never heard Shotti and none of them say nothing about him. I never heard Mel Murder mention this guy or nothing. One day he just woke up and made this story, and now that certainly he made Gumbo. He's the man behind Tekashi. He's this and he's that. But nobody, none of these guys. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Did any of y'all ever see or hear any of them say anything about Snow Billy other than the pictures that he got? Who knows? It might have been Tekashi mentioned him in court today. Oh, he did. He was mentioned today. Snow Billy was a witness protection next. Snow Billy will be in that courtroom soon enough. He knew him. Okay, so the other guy, Psycho or whatever. So he the one that brought Snow Billy name. 6ix9ine mentioned him to court today. Okay, so I really did. No, they said what? Snow Billy tried to do it. 6ix9ine said Snow Billy was trying to extort him, and that's why he got shot. Okay, but does that say anything about him being a manager? Anything about the situation? Anybody could just try to extort you from the sideline, but was you involved in that situation? Seco did today. Snow about to testify. He started believing his own lies, Kross. Yeah, that's a fact. Cause I'm sitting here wondering, like, whole city about the rat neck. Yup, nigga Billy and Billy Idol. He said, Trippy 5'9" Brim. So Billy kidnapped 6ix9ine. They brought him up today, man. Push for a reality show. You and the Dogs, KK Wildcat and Killer Cat. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. That's a lot of people saying that too, man. I think, you know what I mean? So y'all must see something. Jack will tell us tonight. Definitely, I'm going to tune in to how you meet Snow, Kross. Shine Bright. Well, I met Snow upstate. He was upstate. He was claiming, I found out who he was, he was under my watch. You know what I mean? He was under my watch. He wasn't nobody up north. He was just under my watch. You know what I mean? What's good, Kross? I hope that all is well. It's Louis B again, checking to show you love. When Tekashi 6ix9ine got locked up, I knew he wouldn't be able to hold any water. Yo, Louis, shout out to you, man. Yeah, he knew he couldn't hold no water, man. Like I said, he was just a little kid. Soon he came out. This unfortunate situation happened to him. He chose to be around the wrong people because he clearly didn't need them to make it big and rap. Do I know Tech Wayne? I know a Tech, but I don't know a Wayne. What Tech and Wayne from where? Yeah, whole silly ain't got shit to do with nothing. Yeah. He just putting himself in there. Tech from 183rd, and I know Tech Talking about Rambo little brother, John Rambo little brother, who's Wayne. He was never supposed to know who Melly was, Magoo or Frank White. That I agree. That I agree. Nah. Oh, so I don't know that other tech. That I agree. He was never supposed to know who Magoo, Frank White, or none of them was if he wasn't an honorary member. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. That's why, like I said, that's why I didn't cover or wasn't really following this because it's so messy, and I was just like so disappointed because I really wanted these guys to win. And when everybody was coming at Tekashi saying that, he ain't blood, he ain't this, and he ain't that, I was always the one to say that, but the individuals who he around said he is. So in a sense, I was kind of taken up for these guys. They made me look bad. And now I'm like, wow, he wasn't. Why would y'all let this dude force claim under this banner? Like, people get seriously hurt for things like that. Why would y'all do that? That was crazy. That was crazy. What you jacking TV, salute. I fucks with you, man. Y'all always show me nothing but love, man. I appreciate y'all. And definitely what you jacking TV, salute them, man. I definitely support him also, man. Why would you let the investment go on dummy missions? Exactly, 330, 730 radio. Exactly. You supposed to protect that. The money blinded them. Yes, it did. Yes, it did, man. No doubt, positive vibe. What you jacking TV, positive vibe. Uptown King 212. Niggas make anybody blood nowadays. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact, man. Right? See, it's a numbers game to a lot of people. See, me, I'd rather have 10 pit bulls with me or 5 pit bulls than 1,000 or 100 chihuahuas. The only thing they're gonna do is make a whole bunch of noise and get a motherfucker hot. When it's time to do something, you ain't gonna do nothing but bluff and bark. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, unfortunately, that's what it was. When did Wesley Pipes quit porn? Bottoms, people have their fun for right now. Those that remain honorable, I wish them the best out of that. Yeah, people worry about porn stars too much, man. Man, Lexington Steele, man, he known for having a 12-inch phallus. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I want to take that as a diss or a compliment. Can't be really a compliment because I never show you my manhood. I never show another man my manhood, so it can't be a compliment. And that should be the last thing on somebody else's mind, especially a man. Of course, what do you believe spiritually? A ploice, I think, Alpoice. What do you mean by that? By that question, what do I believe in spiritually? Um, Let me guess what you was meaning. Tell like this, right? I believe that there's a higher power greater than thyself. I don't put no name on them because if I put a name on them per se, then because that's only the language because God, Allah, and everything all means one thing. However, I am not in a religious institution, whereas I believe that all spiritual or religious institutions have truth, and they're all basically telling the story of one truth, but it's just broken down. And when it's broken down in different languages and stuff like that, the real message and the meaning gets distorted or overlooked based on cultural aspects that other people want to just implement into it. You know, Jennifer Lopez got a